Welcome back. Before the break, we were talking to our distinguished guest today about the scene of journalism, electronic media, paper, print media and all that in Bangladesh. See, Parveen, can you describe the journalistic scene, the media scene in Bangladesh with so many television channels, with so many newspapers, radio? Is Bangladesh really enjoying the media freedom that we understand from here?
Yeah, first of all, I will say the government is allowing as much as media in terms of electronic or newspaper or print media or even online. Even they are allowing this. So, as a journalist, I will say it's a good thing they are allowing, and lots of people are getting job. That is one of the plus point.
Good.
But I have a doubt the quality of the journalism and the quality of the electronic media, whether how many of them are presenting. So that is a question.
When you say the quality, is it the news quality or the ability of producing good programs?
Yeah, actually what I'm saying about the news quality, news quality in terms of news, in terms of professional news.
The integrity of the journalist.
Exactly, integrity of the journalist, and also again I will say the quality of the journalism, because lots of people are being working in the electronic media and print media, but we don't have that type of training facilities. That's why I'm saying repeatedly that what is the quality of the journalism, because
there are so many universities that are offering mass communication, and every girl and every boy that I meet up in Dhaka, whenever I go there, what are you doing? Or mass communications, you see?
No, there is a university, that's a university degree, but you need professional training.
Yes, of course. Of course, that will be after that.
Yeah.
That's the first stage.
Yeah, first stage, if anyone is coming from mass communication and journalism department.
Media and radio training institute or something, isn't it?
Yeah, there are. Actually, government is running mass communication.
Yes.
They have. But I don't have idea. I can't comment on that because I don't have idea on their training system and other things there. But actually, Commonwealth Journalists Association, I am a member of that also. Sometimes, okay. I think we have given some local journalist training. There used to be some program for us in the remote areas of Bangladesh. Yeah. So that is a very short span training. The Commonwealth Journalists Association we have given to, and government has, of course, mass media, they have also their own system, but I can't comment on that because I don't know the quality of their training system.
So students graduating in mass communication studies from universities, there are so many universities offering that course, and then going on to practical institutes where they can learn presentation and news gathering and production, because it is all composite. I mean, one cannot be done on its own. One has to understand what is production, what is transmission, what is live presentation, what is news gathering. So if that is done by agencies, or if that is done with the cooperation of agencies, international agencies like yours and like the international television companies, that would be a good idea, because then they can access really practical experienced people who are in this profession, rather than highbrow professors who have not really worked in the trade, but they know the theories.
Yes, I think in our country lots of print media paper, like the old newspaper like Daily Star, Ittefaq and other, Prathom Alo, I think they gave their in-house training system. Yeah, because there is a system called learners system, so I think they give their training there. But in electronic media.
But how to induct the young boys, young girls who have graduated and they are looking for a job but can't find the job because they don't have the experience? They do not know.
I think the local they can go straight away to the television companies, and they can go and they can straight away work there. Only thing is, work as a journalist, first of all they will start as a learner, So obviously, if you see how the other journalists are working, I think she or he can be groom up self.
Yeah, but this is the old system, isn't it? It's the old system, and like you didn't really need a degree in journalism because it was not offered.
No, I think in Dhaka we have a journalism.
Yes,
Dhaka University has.
I'm talking about before that. See, Dhaka started a long time ago. Dhaka started with a postgraduate diploma in journalism, and then it developed from there. See, even before that, even many places here also, you really don't need a degree in journalism and mass communication.
No, it's not necessary.
People have been appointed.
I don't have any degree on journalism. Rather, I have studied English literature.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people studied English literature or language or linguistics, and then they joined newspaper and they were posted abroad. You see, so I've read about many. See.
Yes.
So there are many like.
Even if you are graduated like from Bengali news, you can work as a journalist. It's no problem, because it is a method of learning how much you are interested to learn. Because if I can do, I think anyone can do. Anyone can do.
Well, that's not the right criteria that if I can do, anyone can do. But what you want is, as you said,
that is the willpower. That is the willpower.
You're talking about quality.
Yeah, quality. Actually, I have learned. If I say for myself, I have learned the quality from the WTN.
Right.
They have given me training, how to do and what to do and what not to do and how to cover the story.
That is most important, what not to do.
And the breaking news, I had to compete with Reuters most of the time for last 8 years. I think most of the time I filed the breaking stories from Bangladesh. Yeah. I don't know.
Do you remember any particular story that you were the first one to provide to the world?
Yes. First one, do you remember the unsuccessful coup of General Nassim?
That rings a bell, yes.
Yeah, okay.
I think that was,
was
it sometime in December? It was winter.
I don't remember the month.
Yeah, it was winter.
But there was an unsuccessful coup, and at that time the BBC's Richard Gulpin was in Dhaka.
Somewhere in Kumilla, isn't it?
No, unsuccessful coup to attempt the take over the power.
I know, but it started from Kumilla garrison or somewhere.
But anyway, we have followed the Dhaka cantonment at that time. General Nassim was there.
Okay.
So at that time, Richard Gulpin was covering for BBC and I was covering for WTN. So all of a sudden, Richard Gulpin called me at night at like 2 a.m. Parveen, what you are doing? Do you have something? I said, I don't have anything at all. I have been trying for General Nassim, but I have talked with him. I have talked with his wife, but his wife welcomed me. He also welcomed me, but I cannot get through because by the time actually he was lock and key. Okay. So my office from London, they were shouting with me, if Richard Gulpin can take the interview of General Nassim,
right.
Why you are failing? Why you are not taking interview with the General Nassim? So yeah, actually I was trying my best. Then I failed to get hold of General Nassim. Then I took my cameraman and then I was dressed in a little bit low-end dress. What should I say? Yeah. And we took our auto rickshaw. Then I said there lots of army are moving in Dhaka city. So I told my cameraman that we are going to, if they stop us, just we will tell them that we are going to Dhaka Medical College, one of my relatives.
Right.
While I went up to the television gate, then I overheard the walkie-talkie of the soldiers. They were saying that we have got hold the Reuters camera. So there is no footage of anything. I can hear from their walkie-talkie, and we have sealed the BTV so that any footage should not go out. And at that time, General Nassim was locked and key. Already he was arrested, and then the command was gone to the president of the country,
right.
Mr. Rahman Bishash, Abdur Rahman Bishash, and his military secretary was commanding the soldiers. Somehow I used to know that military secretary, General Ruhul Alam Chowdhury.
Right.
Okay. Then I called him And I said, look, I am covering the story. So you are in command. So please let me cover, because I'm hiding my camera, in the baby taxi, so that the soldier cannot take my camera away. So he said, okay, what you want to cover? I said, well, you are in command now. So what is your strategy? We want to know, because then he said, okay, let me think about it. Then after 5 or 6 minutes, he gave me a call and said, okay, you come to the Bongo Bhavan. So I went to the Bongo Bhavan and I was not properly dressed up. I told you I was only shalwar and kameez, and I was not dressed up properly. Anyway, Bongo Bhavan, I went to Bongo Bhavan, and then I said, do you think it will be possible to talk to the president of the country? Then he said, okay, let me think about it and we will see whether you can talk to them. Then I had an interview with the president of the country, and while I was interviewing, then my WTN London, they said, okay, we are getting ready for the satellite. Then since the General Ruhul Alam was military secretary of the president, then he gave us
the
permission to do the satellite of the President Abdul Rahman Bishas. Yeah, then I came to the BTV and I satellited. I have seen that BBC, CNN, CBS, ABC, all the channels were taking direct footage, no editing version, nothing, including myself and the president. So after that interview, the WTN president, Mr. Ruby Burke, actually, he called me and he thanked me. So that was a great, what should I say, encourage, and my promotion. I was promotion in a way like a very senior position, that she is a very capable journalist, that we have someone in Bangladesh. So they wrote me a very appreciation nice letter.
Who can reach the top man?
Yeah. Actually, he was the owner, actually, Ruby Burke, not the managing editor. He was the owner. He called me and he thanked me. Yeah.
No, you could reach the president.
Yeah, and I also reached the president. So that was a remarkable achievement of that interview. And Galpai took the interview of the General Nasim, audio interview, not the television interview. He took the over the telephone.
Right. I mean, that is sometimes very useful, because, you know, as you know, that we journalists, see, we get 5 points and we make it 5 pages. We can, see. It's easy to elaborate.
Yes.
Sometimes you get 10 points and you can't elaborate, see, because of there is no news at all. See, this is only just
but actually, you know, we have to do everything very briefly.
Right.
In our journalism code, is whether it is electronic or it is print media, we have to be very brief, and we have to explain everything within that brief words.
In a 5-minute interview, people ask so many questions, you see. And then they ask just not one question, but they ask 2-3 questions in a row, you see. And that becomes the responsibility of the dignitary or the politician to answer. Anyway, it's time again for another commercial break, and when we come back, we'll definitely go back to Dhaka from London and then find out more about you.
Yeah.
Thank you, viewers, for being with us, and we hope that you are enjoying the conversation with Parveen, and we need to take this commercial break. Don't go away, we'll be back soon.